Thanks for joining us. I'm Jody and this is Maggie, and this is Kids and Family Yoga. So we are going to focus on a couple new poses or exercises today. One of them is called Standing Yoga Seal, just so you have a little preview. You know, a couple new things that are coming. And we're going to do fish. Not done fish before. That shows you the body position that we're going to get into. So in yoga, it is a practice that we move slowly through different positions and we see what we can do with our bodies. We'll start in hero pose. So look at Maggie. She's down low on her knees and she's holding her hands behind her back. So let's join her facing sideways, just like that. And a hero is proud, so he has his chest puffed out forward, pulling the shoulders back, very proud chest. Looking forward. And I want you to take some deep breaths while we're in hero pose, just like this. Breathing through your nose, I want you to notice your chest expand when you inhale and kind of come comfortably back into position on your exhale. So notice that, taking some deeper, longer breaths, nice and long. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. Long inhale through your nose. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, long, slow. 3, 2, 1. One more, a little longer. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, from here, I want you to go into child's pose. So we're still sitting on our heels, but now we're leaning forward. You can either outstretch your arms in front and put your forehead to the floor, or you can wrap your arms along your side of your body. All right, now I want you to stretch those arms out in front, and we're going to start warming up. So I want you to come onto hands and knees, and then adjust your position so that your knees are back a little further, so that your body looks like this, with your wrists right underneath your shoulders. And instead of your butt up in the air, we're going to put it in line with our body. So this straight line from our shoulders to our knees. That's our plank on our knees. So from here, we're going to use our arm strength and crocodile down. And then we're going to push ourselves back to child's pose. That's all we're doing for right now. Come forward to plank on your knees, crocodile down, and push yourself back into child's pose. So we're warming up our arms right now. Finding our arm strength. Same thing. Forward. Sink down. Push back. Again. Forward. Sink down. Push back. We're going to add on this time. So let's start with the coming forward to plank. Crocodile down. And now we want to do cobra. So we're lifting the upper body, keeping the legs down.
Then down,
and then sink down and push back to child's pose. So we added one pose in. Here we go again. Forward to plank, crocodile down, cobra, crocodile down again, and then push back to child's pose. One more time. Forward, you know what we're doing. Down, cobra, down, and then child's pose. Great. From here, we're going to go to down dog. So I want you to now lift your bottom up to the ceiling and look at your ankles. And then I want you to move your feet around a little bit. I want you to step maybe wider and then more narrow. And we're pedaling our heels, kind of pressing one heel down and then the other. Make sure your hands are flat with your fingers spread and they're pointing forward. Maggie's stretching her wrists out so that they're prepared for her next down dog. All right, let's go ahead and step forward. Hanging in forward fold. Maggie, hang in forward fold with us. And then roll on up. Good, we're ready for sun salutations. Here we go. So this is a series of poses in the same order as always, so you know how to do this, hopefully. And we start standing in mountain pose. Good posture, ready to go. Let's sweep the arms up and then swan dive down to forward fold. into monkey. Nice flat back. Then fold again. Placing the hands flat so that you can come back into plank. So nice, strong body. Now we're on plank on our feet and hands. Crocodile down, and we're gonna go to up dog. We're just on the tops of our feet, touching the mat or floor, and our hands. Legs aren't touching, Maggie, right? You're in up dog? Can you get those legs off the floor? There they are. Now curl the toes under and go to down dog. Step or hop to your hands, and reverse swan dive up, and end in chair. Good. We're going to flow through chair, up and down several times. Reach up and sit back, just chair. Keep your palms together, and they're lifting, reaching to the ceiling, and then coming right in front of your heart. We call that heart center, that position right there. Okay, we're gonna add our breath in. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, breathing through your nose, exhale down. Inhale up, keep your palms together, exhale down. Perfect. One more, inhale up, exhale down. All right, sun salutation, second time round. Here we go, sweep, reach up, and then swan dive down. Monkey, and fold. Plank. Good. Crocodile down. Up dog. See if you can get your legs off the floor. You're just on the tops of your feet and your hands. Good. Now go ahead and curl the toes under for down dog. Step or hop up. Reverse swan dive. Keep a flat back as you sweep up. And then end in chair. Let's go chair 5 times. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sun salutations one more time. Sweep up, swan dive down. Monkey. Fold. Plank. We're doing great. Crocodile down. Up dog. Down dog. Step or hop through. Reverse swan dive up. End in chair. Great. Release from that in mountain pose. Facing forward. Now, why do we do those sun salutations every time? You notice we always do them near the beginning of class? It helps warm us up. Hopefully you feel warmer than when you started. And a little more flexible. We've moved our bodies in different ways to prepare ourselves so that we can do other poses and things without hurting ourselves. All right. So let's keep that heat. Let's keep that warmth. We're going to go back down to the floor though, so face side again, and come on to hands and knees. We're going to practice first cat and cow. Whenever we're getting hands and knees, cat and cow is a good thing to do. Moving our spine into cat stretch, rounding it upward, and then dipping the center of your spine down into cow. Okay, so practice cat stretch, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone in, and then lift that tailbone and the crown of your head into cow. Do it again. Cat stretch. Cow. Let's add our breath in. We're ready for this. Exhale all your air out as we go to cat stretch. Join us. Cat stretch. Inhale the cow. Try it again. Exhale cat stretch. Inhale cow. All right, now I want you to have a neutral spine and just continue breathing on your own. That means kind of just normal. It's not cat, it's not cow. But you're on hands and knees. Maggie, join us on hands and knees because we're doing, some people call it balancing table. Kind of makes sense. I call it bird dog.
Oh, that's bird.
Yes, so it has different names. I want you to find your right leg. We'll take our right legs too. And extend it out straight behind you. Just your right leg is up. And you're looking down at the mat between your hands. And then I want you to take your opposite arm. So make sure it's your opposite, your left arm reaching forward. So yes, I understand balancing table because now it only has 2 legs. They're diagonal from each other, so it is possible to stay up if you're careful. Let's take that down and try the other side. So switch your leg. First, left leg is extended. Look down at the floor. So your spine is straight and you're balanced. And the opposite arm, which is your right arm this time, extends forward. Good, like you're reaching, is stretching your body out from fingertip to toe, lengthening your body. Good. Set it down, and I want you to go back to child's pose just so that you can rotate your wrists around, because sometimes when we put our body weight on our wrists, that can be more than they're used to. So we're going to move on to a new pose, which is called fish. So we're going to turn over right where we're at. Turn up. Yeah, see, that doesn't matter which direction you face, really. Okay, to get into fish, I want you to start with bent legs, and we're going to start with bridge. So let's lift our hips up in bridge and tuck our shoulders underneath our back and hold your hands. All right, now you don't have to continue holding your hands, but that probably got you to tuck your shoulders and push your chest up. Now let go of your hands, but keep them kind of in place as you lower down now and straighten out your legs. So your hands are underneath your bottom or your back. They're flat to the floor. And push your chest up to the ceiling. Hopefully your shoulders are still tucked like they were. And then lift your chin up to the ceiling. That's fish. So we have an arched back. So the center of our back is not on the floor at all because our shoulders are tucked and our chest is pushed forward just like in hero pose that we started with. And you're looking up to the ceiling. And now I want you to go ahead and put your feet to the floor again. Go back to bridge and release your shoulders and then come back down again. I want you to go ahead and lengthen your legs long and now your arms overhead. I call this pencil. Imagine that you're skinny and long like a pencil and just stretch. Just reach through your arms. Get skinnier, get longer. Don't cross your legs, Maggie. Get longer, longer, longer. So now you probably feel your lower back is arched off of the mat. Your lower back is not touching the mat right now. All right, but now it can as you bring your knees in and hug them and rock side to side a little bit for a little back massage. All right, I want you to continue hugging your knees as you rock on your back now, forward and back, because we're going to come to a stand. So do this several times. Don't rock on your neck, though. And when you're ready, come on up. It worked, right? Okay, good. Now, we are going to face side again. We are going to do that standing yoga seal. So imagine a seal, which is an animal and lives in water, right? Sometimes our poses will mimic animals. Like our fish kind of looked like a dead fish to me, but we weren't flopping. And we weren't swimming. So we're going into seal, standing yoga seal. We're going to hold our hands behind our back just like we did in hero. So you can see how some of these poses are similar. We started in hero with our chest open and our hands back. And then we did our fish in the same kind of position with our chest pushed forward. And in seal, we also are in this position. So hands are behind our back, with our shoulders pulled back and our chest pushed forward as much as we can. And keep that position as we go into chair and we sit down like we're sitting in a chair. And then we lean forward and lift our hands up to the ceiling and let your head hang. Good. There we are. And now we're going to release our hands to hang and roll up. Let's try it once more. Hold your hands behind your back. Puff your chest out. And then sit into chair. And then hang forward as you lift your hands. This is giving us a good stretch for our chest and shoulders. Release the arms. Roll up. Now we know seal as well. Okay. Let's do a couple standing poses. I want you to step. This will be your right leg back and your left leg forward. Warrior two. You knew that, right? So now your body is facing us, facing the screen. But your left knee is pointed out to the side. And your arms are reaching to those side walls. Join us. Good. And look over to your left fingertips. And try to bend that left knee just a little bit more. There's our warrior two. Now the challenge of this is being able to hold the pose for a while and breathe and stay strong, and your legs will start getting tired, but that is actually helping them to get used to this and getting used to being strong. We're going to go ahead and adjust our legs so we do warrior two on the other side. So now your right foot is going to point to the side, but your body's still forward, and we sink into that knee, which means bending it, because it helps us to sink a little bit lower down. Arms are straight out. Reach, 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 side wall to side wall, and just straight line with your arms, and then look over to these fingertips of your right hand. Look at your fingertips. It helps you stay focused. All right, release the arms. And keeping those wide legs, but now our feet are facing more forward. And hang forward, holding your elbows. Hanging between your legs. I want you to sway side to side. Try to hang your head closer to the floor. All right, stopping in the center, rolling up. I want you to watch me before we do this. We did it in last class, just like this, same position, but watch me first. I'm going to put my right hand center down on the floor and left arm up to the ceiling. Okay, you ready to come with me this time? All right, wide legs, hang forward, put your right hand flat on the floor, and your left arm reaches to the ceiling, and try to look up if you can. So this is a wide-legged twist. Bring that arm down, roll up. Watch me again for a second. When you come down, you're going to put your left arm and your right arm up. So same thing on the other side. So it helps us to have that same position on the other side. Here we go. Hang forward, left hand in the center, right hand up to the ceiling. And try to look up to the ceiling. Good. Bring the arm down and roll up. All right. I let Maggie choose our standing pose, and she said tree. Tree is one of our most basic poses that hopefully we can stay in that pose and not fall out of. We are standing on one leg, and we're going to take the right knee out to the side. So the one leg we're supported on, it'll be your left leg that you're standing. Finding your balance. You can have your hands on your hips, or maybe your hands out to the side might help your balance even more. As we bring this foot somewhere on the inside of that left leg. So your right knee's out to the side. And here's our tree. You can lift your tree branches up higher. They might sway a little bit if it's a little bit breezy. And that might help you regain balance. Breathe through your nose. Think about that as you try to hold your straight, strong tree. If you need to tap down with this foot and replace it on that leg again, that's okay. You can reset. Good. Let's try tree with our right leg now being our tree trunk that's growing roots into the ground. It's not going to move. It's strong. And we place that left knee out to the side. And maybe you stay right here, or maybe you lift that foot up higher on your leg. Find that balance. I want you to think about breathing through your nose. So a lot of us actually hold our breath when we're balancing because we kind of forget to breathe because we're so focused on balancing. But I want you to think about breathing through your nose so that you don't hold your breath. Find your branches, grow your branches any which way you want to help you balance. Balance just takes practice. So if you want to get better, practice it every day. You will get better. All right. Very good. Some volcano. Palms together. Ready? We inhale up. Explode. Exhale. Nice and smooth lava flows down the mountain. Comes back through the center of the mountain. Inhale. And exhale. Long and slow through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. This is the part of class where we're going to come back down to the floor and do a couple poses. I want you to hang first and forward fold. And then step back, so you're on hands and knees. And now we're going to go to rabbit. Curl the toes under, hold the heels, and put your forehead to the floor, close to your knees. All right. I would like to do a couple more, and let's start in staff pose. Facing forward with your legs out straight. We're going to do cradle the baby. You know that one? Good.
Oh yeah.
I think I've only done it once, maybe.
Oh, once or twice.
Yeah. So we're going to cradle a baby. So when you hold a baby, and they're little bitty, you hold them like this. So we are going to use our leg, or take your right leg.
Our leg is our baby.
Your leg is your baby. So you got to cradle it. Now, if you can get your foot in your elbow, lined up here, and you hug the outside of this knee, and you sit up tall, you don't actually have to cradle and move. That might not feel good. Or maybe you can move a little bit. But what I want you to try to do is sit up a little taller now. Instead of leaning forward to your baby, I want you to hold up your baby as you sit up tall with your head up. Comes a little harder. All right, we have another baby. We have twins. Here's the other one. Left leg. Try to get it on your armpit, and then wrap around your knee. And everybody's body is different, so that may not work exactly for you that way, and that's okay. Just try. It's okay. If you can get that foot up closer to your shoulder, and hold your baby higher as you sit up tall. Good. All right. Some of us are flexible enough to do that, and some might not be flexible. Okay. I want to do mermaid before we go. Remember it? Yes. Maggie's got a preview for us. So let's fold. This will be your right leg kind of folded back, and your left leg is folded forward like you would if you were in cross legs. And this foot's kind of right up against your leg here. And once you have that, we're going to place, if you're in the same position as us, this will be your left hand behind you and your right arm up to the ceiling. And you push your hips forward. So now you've risen off the floor and you're lifting to the ceiling. Maybe looking up towards your hand or the ceiling. And that's mermaid. I love this one. Good stretch for your hips. All our different poses help us to stretch or strengthen certain parts of our body. So this you probably feel right here on this right hip, getting a good stretch. All right, let's place it down and switch your legs around. And now, once you have your legs set, place your right hand behind, your left arm up. It's not just this though, it's lifting up, pushing your hips forward, and look up to the ceiling. Can you look up to the ceiling, Maggie? Look at your hand. You're catching the sunshine on your hand. Set it down, fire log, stack one leg on top of the other. This is going to be more comfortable on one side than the other. We'll try both, see what happens.
It's not this side.
Not this side. Switch it to the other. See which one feels more natural. But it's good to practice both and try to get your legs adjusted so they can go both ways. But one of them, you're going to feel it in your hip, and your body's going to go, oh, I'm not used to doing it that way. Okay, so that's okay. I want you to go ahead and find one final floor pose that you like. I'm going to go into bridge. I want you to find your floor pose that you know. If you can't think of one, you can go ahead into bridge with me, or you can go into baby pose with Maggie. But I want you to think about it for a moment. and find one on the floor that you like to do. All right, our time is up for yoga class. Thank you for joining us and learning a couple new things with us and continuing to practice our balance and flexibility and strength. Great job.